Our weed of the week is an invasive tree species. It's called Russian olive. In some areas, this has been declared a noxious weed.
You know, you think about it, you say, wow, I got to stop a tree, basically? That's a lot harder than stopping weeds. Brian, we talk about weeds and we say, get them when they're a couple inches tall at most. Well, here's a tree.
True.
How are you going to stop that?
Okay, whenever we start thinking about killing trees, first product I think of is Tordon. That's got tremendous residual. Problem is, you can't use it near trees you want to keep, and you can't use it anywhere near fish. All right, well, with Russian olive, a lot of times we see it in riparian areas showing up there. Well, that's right near water. Well, you're not going to use Tordon there. So then you go to Milestone. Okay, Milestone doesn't kill as many trees, but it's okay on Russian olive. There's also triclopyr or Remedy Ultra. You could use that, has no residual. Milestone and Tordon have lots of residual. So those are really the three big choices. Then you start looking at, hey, will 2,4-D get it? Will Roundup get it? Something like that. Yeah, those products can have some activity, but personally, I'd rather see you use the Remedy Ultra or the Milestone.
The real key here is to get the tree when it's actively growing. You've got to have foliage on there that's not under drought stress, and then you have to get great coverage. So just use smaller droplets and high pressure and get good coverage throughout that Russian olive if you want to get it under control.
Now, let's talk about if you have this Russian olive in and amongst some other trees or shrubs that you want to keep. Now, what are you going to do? Well, that gets really challenging to kill one type of tree and not kill another type of tree. So usually what we're going to suggest is you're going to have to cut them off. What a lot of people will do when they cut off trees is that's where they'll paint on either Remedy Ultra or Tordon or Milestone. With the Tordon, what can happen a lot of times is that Tordon will go all down through that root system now, and now you've left little traces of Tordon out in your soil. That's not a real good thing if you've got other trees around there. Same kind of thing with Milestone. With Remedy, we don't see that as much, so that's probably the product that I'm going to pick if I cut my tree and then wanted to paint something on. What do you think?
Well, I agree. I think that's going to be the safer of the options, but you know, normally what we're seeing is this creeping out into areas where you don't want it, like out into pasture and that kind of thing where it's taking over the land.
Well, there it's easy.
Yeah, then you just spray over the top and you don't have to worry.
Yep, and again, if it's me, I'd use Tordon anytime I can because it has great residual, kills almost every tree, but otherwise Milestone is obviously much safer around fish.
It's all the time we have for our Weed of the Week, but Iron Talk is coming up next.